You talk about football players, and that usually sparks thoughts of 6 foot 6 inch tall, 275-pound brutes. You may have to rethink all that. New Jersey's about to get a new football team, only this one will be an all women's football team. The Jersey Shore Wave is New Jersey's new WNFL franchise. The team's debut game will be Saturday, April 5th in Paterson at Hinchcliffe Stadium when the Jersey Shore Wave hosts the Washington Prodigy. Joining us now is the owner of the Jersey Shore Wave, Don Sherman. Welcome to you, Don. Good to have you on this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Ken. How are you?
You bet. Doing great. I'm excited. I went online, I took a look at some of these women players. And if you, let's put it this way, d- just remove from your brain the thought of women versus men or whatever. You watch this, you will get into the game. These women are giving it heart and soul. It is unbelievable. When did you first see the demand for a women's football league?
It's interesting. The demand has been out there for many years. I think it's a little known fact that we have thousands of women playing professional tackle football in the United States for many years. And women just up to this point haven't received the recognition. There's not the general awareness that there are women out there playing professional tackle football. The game attendance, the pay, all of these things are lagging behind men, but these women are out there giving it their all. And let me tell you, it is a professional and good game to watch.
There is nothing like no holes barred. This is serious football, and it was fascinating to see. And in fact, I dare say that if you don't mention, because I know there are going to be preconceptions, but if you never mention that it's a women's football league and you're in a sports bar, you would think it's a bunch of guys because of the force that these women are knocking each other down. I mean, this is serious football. It's like they're like going above and beyond with the
Right.
heart and soul. Now, let me ask you, how long has the WNFL been around?
So it's the WNFC, the Women's National Football Conference. It's been
Excuse
around.
me.
We're entering our sixth season this year. We are the Jersey Shore Wave, a new expansion team into the league, and there are 17 teams across the country playing in our league.
And there have been other women's leagues formed in the past. Some were received so-so, and some were received better, et cetera. But now there seems to be an absolute growing demand, as you mentioned, for the sport right now. What do you think accounts for that?
I think that women's sports in general are getting some of the recognition that they really deserved for many, many years. These women are putting their heart and soul into the game. They take it really seriously. And, you think about who these women are. They're teachers, paramedics, businesswomen, police officers. These women are working full-time jobs and finding time to play a sport that they love at the professional level. These are women who give back to their local communities. They're your friends, your neighbors, your family. And I just think overall that the sport has not received the recognition, but it's going to now. We have a really professional league. We're going to put on a great show. And at the Hinchcliffe Stadium, where we can see 10,000 fans, we expect to fill that stadium for our season opener and all the games this season.
We see that there's obviously a growing demand for more football, and I've heard different. A friend of mine is a psychologist and has a whole theory behind it about how this goes back to the time of the gladiators and how people literally live vicariously through the people on the field, and you just take on the persona of me versus them, right? And it just gives you a few hours of escape as a fan, and it's just fascinating to see. And it's just awesome to see these women in such passion. It's wonderful to see this. And what are the differences between the WNFC and say NFL in terms of rules? Are there any differences in the rules between the games?
Not many. There are a few rules that are different in the actual game itself, but I think if the fans came to a game, they're going to think that they're at a professional football game. And like you said, when the team's on the field and they're playing and putting their heart into it, you aren't going to really be able to recognize that there's any difference in the sport. This is professional tackle football.
That's awesome. And what now? If they're working full-time jobs, and many of them could be parents. What kind of training do they do on top of their full-time work? How do they find the time?
Yeah, it's a great question. And one of the mission, or a mission or a goal that we have is to be able to make it so that these women can earn a living wage playing this sport that they love. But you're right, they are parents, they're working full-time jobs, they are busy. And on top of all of that, they put in all the effort and their time. They practice several times a week. This is an all year round effort, even though we play what some might consider relatively short season, starting in March and ending in June. But they are on their game. And you can see here in the clips that you're showing, these women are practicing, and they're practicing hard to get ready for the season.
Absolutely. What is your website so that if people want to get tickets, they could do that?
Thank you. Yes, tickets are available. It's jerseyshorefb.com. And you will very easily be able to see the link to click for tickets. We're also, of course, these women and the team are all looking for sponsorship from the local community. So there is the opportunity to sponsor, sorry, or donate to the team if you'd like to do that as well.
Yeah, I
We
have no
also, by the
problem,
way,
by the
are
way, when
willing
I
to
I
accept
go ahead, go ahead.
volunteers. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I was just going to
no,
say
no,
we
no, please go
also
ahead.
are always looking for volunteers.
Also, what would the volunteers do?
So we need help with everything: game day operations, people to do video or photography for us. We've had some great photographers and videographers up to this point, but we're always looking for more support. But game day operations, it takes an army to put on a great game, and it's a big stadium. And so we're looking for people who want to volunteer their time and just get involved with the team in the league overall.
And if you look back to old black and white films of the origins, the beginnings of the pre-NFL, when football was and when they wore the leather helmets and stuff, right? I mean, that was all
Yeah.
volunteer. These people didn't get paid. It was all the passion of the game, and you could see these women have that passion. It's going to be fascinating. So you could check them out on April 5th at Hinchcliffe Stadium in Patterson, the WNFC's New Jersey franchise, the Jersey Shore Wave. I wish you the best. I hope this takes off because I know that there's a passion for more football out there. Owner Don Sherman, best of luck, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.